Are we ready to go? Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Hi, everybody. They've asked me to do the kind of talking in between and stuff like that. So I hope that you've had a lot to drink, because the more you drink, the prettier I become. So please feel free to grab more champagne wine. If you would like anything to drink, then please just yell for one of the Caxton people. Most of us are dressed in black and orange of some sort. So you can grab someone, and then they will be able to get you. So drink. There are cappuccinos and everything, so you'll be able to grab a cappuccino as well. Just tell them to grab you one and how you would like it. Okay, so just to say that, who's shouting like that? Is it me? I'm from the overflow. I was thinking, who's got that amazing voice? I was like, wow. Anyway, enough about me. We're delighted to have you here for our big reveal. We're going to reveal the summer trends for 2014, and we're going to show how our big three magazines, and I'll talk about those now, are going to be interpreting them for our readers. And so you're going to be the first to know, you're going to be the first to see, and for most of you, you're going to be able to be the first to strategize how your brands can fit in well with ours. Aren't we clever? See, not just a free lunch, people. Okay, so let's talk about our big three, as we like to call them. We're not talking about big animals. That's Farmers Weekly, which we also do as well. If you've read, most of you have read the Hitching Post, I'm sure. That's its top selling section. If you don't know about the Hitching Post, you'll thank me later. It's the farmer's version of Tinder. Okay, so clearly you guys have had a lot to drink, because you're finding me funny. Okay, so Woman and Home is South Africa's top-selling glossy magazine. We have Rooi on show today, which is the South Africa's most read Afrikaans glossy magazine. In fact, South Africa's most read Afrikaans magazine. And BONA is the most read monthly consumer magazine of them all. So it's the biggest and the only one that is translated into 4 languages. Well, it's in English and then translated into 3, but it's easier to say translated into 4. So you're in good company today. So you're going to meet with, you're going to hear from our editors and various features editors, beauty editors, etc., who will take you through what they're going to be doing. Just a quick word, just so you know who I am. So if you need anything, just yell. My name is Clive. I'm a drunk and a fashion phobic, which means that I have big pressure working in this kind of environment, because you walk past women continuously who all they do for a living is fashion. So all you get is this, hi. And often you get a, oh, and you chose that. Sometimes I feel, do any of you know Dame Edna? Dame Edna, and she's notorious for this. This is something that often I feel like people are saying to me, and I don't mean this personally, but I'm going to pick on you. As Dame Edna would say to you, you know, I used to be just like you. I used to be just like you, I can tell. I used to also make my own clothes. And you, ma'am, you must have a lovely house. Do you have a lovely house? Is it beautiful? Beautiful, because you saved on your clothes. So that's how I feel in most days while I'm here at it's a great job. So anyway, so I'm continuously negotiating an increase just for clothing. And then also talking about being fashionable, have any of you noticed the change in our building? So some of you might have seen it before and seen the after. Little difference, it's a small little difference. But yeah, so just to say, we hope that you like our new space. We're very proud of it. I know that some people, I interviewed someone for a position recently, and she got the job just because she said this. But she was like, I had no idea. I saw your building from the outside and was so deceiving because it's so nice inside. I don't think anyone had ever said that about Caxton before. So we were very pleased. I then asked if she made her own clothes. So then just to say also that a couple of housekeeping things, because you might not know where everything is now that it's all looking so fantastic. So just to say that obviously there are toilets, and they are a lot nicer than they used to be, so feel free. It's the first time I've ever actually taken people to show them the toilets because they look so nice. So, but there is a ladies upstairs and downstairs and a gentleman only on the first floor, and there are all sorts of things that you can now wash hands with, and it's lovely, lovely. And then also just to say that we are also very, very technologically forward here at Caxton, and we've got tweets happening all over the place. You might have been interviewed. Have you all had your photograph taken? Okay, if you haven't, you can still sneak out and go and do it. You can do it during the boring bits, which is when I'm not speaking. Kidding, Fred, kidding. So it's going to be, what it'll be is we're going to be tweeting the entire way through the event, so you can have your phones out. Just please make sure that they're on silent. We have a hashtag, which is Trends High Tea, TRENDS, Trends High Tea, which is what you're at. We've already started tweeting all over the place. And what we are going to be doing is we will be awarding people for tweeting. So there's going to be for readers who interact on that side, but what will happen is that two people will win a Be the Cover experience. So you'll get treated like a cover star for the morning. And we will basically, and you will get a professional photographer to do a portfolio for you. So if you tweet and use hashtag Trends High Tea, that's the only way we can find your tweet, then you will be able to stand in line if your tweet is chosen. Isn't that nice? And then also just the last thing is that we will also be offering a few spot prizes. They're behind me. So, and this is during the event, certain things will be mentioned. We'll be quizzing you afterwards. Like if I'd said to you, what is the most read magazine in the country? And you said, yeah, you might have won a prize, but you were too slow. So what we need to do is that, so you'll be getting some spot prizes, maybe for being on trend, because you're going to learn the trends, and if you've already come on trend, wow. So you'll be able to win some spot prizes as we go along. So it's going to be a very fun afternoon. The editors will be available to answer any questions after the event. After the 3 magazines have come through, but really do enjoy. I hope you like what they're presenting for you. They've worked very hard, and we have some nervous people that they've got to come and show off the stuff for us. So I hope that you'll give them a warm welcome. And I'm going to hand over to Frith Thomas, who is the editor of Woman and Home. She's not going to be speaking, but I'm going to introduce you to her. She's hiding in the corner there, but looking gorgeous. But Ashley van der Westhuizen, who is the beauty editor of Woman and Home, will be coming to talk through the trends today and to show you what our top-selling English glossy is going to be doing in the summer issues to come. Over to you, Ashley.
Good morning, everyone. Oh, good afternoon. Gosh, I'm living in the wrong time. It's lovely to see some familiar faces and a few new ones. I look very forward to getting to know all of you, and I'm sure I will over today. I'm Ashley, and I'm Woman and Home's beauty editor, as Clive mentioned. And I hope that today's presentation will give you some insight not only into our brand and our reader, but also into what we have to look forward to for Spring/Summer 2014. So, which one do I click? Okay, here we go. Apologies. As the leading English glossy, Woman and Home is always inspiring. We're grown up but on trend. Our reader is intelligent and stylish, and she's always on the lookout for the very best makeup and skincare. She's an ardent fashion lover, she's a discerning buyer, and she wants to make her wardrobe work harder for her, so she's willing to spend on quality pieces to make her look and feel fantastic. She's beauty savvy and ready to invest in herself, and she's willing to buy the latest anti-aging product based on our advice, or splurge on a lipstick to show she's an authority on colour. South African women are incredibly stylish. They're in tune with the latest colours, prints, hairstyles, makeup, skincare. No matter her age, a love for looking good is something that transcends age. So today we want to give you a glimpse into our fashion and beauty future. Every month we're focused on making our upfront spread the fashion moment of the magazine. It's all about high-end, high-gloss, maximum impact fashion, showcasing the latest trends in spectacular settings. Our readers are all about accessories, so everything from designer handbags, instant updaters, lavish jewelry, and of course the shoes are showcased in our fashion layouts that really finish off our fashion offering with flair. Our beauty is glossy and gorgeous, but still practical and easy to achieve, complete with expert tips she can share with her friends. She'll discover new hair ideas, makeup looks, skincare advice, the best beauty products, tips, tricks, and so much more. This is what makes our magazine unique. We hit buttons for all women. Women worrying about what to wear to work, how to translate the trend to work for their figure, which hairstyle and which color makes them look sophisticated and elegant, needing guidance from professionals in the know. Woman and Home is that voice. We are the ultimate beauty guide and a fashion Bible for our readers. They rely on us to showcase the trends, to inspire and inform them, and they trust us. So many of our readers tell us that the reason they love Woman and Home is because we really speak to them. We are often hearing questions like, how do I dress slimmer? How can I wear such a bold color to work? What multitasking products can I use for when I'm short on time? These are the things that hit home for women of all ages. That is what our brand is about, translating the trends for an ageless woman, whether she's in her 30s, 40s, 50s, or 60s. We show the reader how she can make a trend work for her. We believe that no age is the wrong age. And as long as you have the personality to pull off the look and you're willing to try something new, whether it's top to toe white, metallics, bright orange lips, or the bold no makeup, if you dress your shape and wear the makeup trend with confidence, you can hit on any trend. Our fashion and beauty is modern, classic, wearable, on trend for a new age woman who's fierce and fabulous. On the digital side, we already have a fantastic, loyal following of readers who constantly give us feedback on the latest fashion and beauty looks they love. Just last week, our digital editor asked the question, which heels do you prefer for winter? If it was block, wedge, or stiletto, we had a phenomenal response from readers because this is what women love. This is what they want to do, and they want to interact with us. In 2 months' time, we'll also be launching a fantastic new website with even more interactive facilities and tools to wow our readers, so do watch this space. Then twice a year, we up the ante in our fashion and beauty stakes with a whopper of a trends issue dedicated to the very latest looks for summer and winter. In the months of May and October, we upsize our issue to include an extra 100 pages dedicated purely to the new season trends, fashion, makeup, and hair. Reading through this, you're immediately in the know about what the latest shoe shape is, belt width, skirt length, and even handbag size, or what color and hairstyle is the go-to look for the coming season. Caxton puts a huge investment behind these issues, allowing our fashion teams to travel to exotic destinations like Paris, Rome, London, and New York. Sounds wonderful, doesn't it? To shoot stunning fashion features. And in fact, as we speak, our fashion team are packing their bags and getting ready to go to another exotic location where they'll be shooting our October trends issue. We put our every bit into making these trends issues a spectacular vehicle for you to showcase your fashion and beauty products to our clients, to our readers rather, and our readers absolutely love it. After each issue, we receive letters how they tell us that they use our trends issue as an absolute buying guide for the new season. So today, ahead of our October issue, we want to give you a stylish sneak peek into what you can look out for Fashion and Beauty Summer 2014. And we've got 2 lovely models to show off 2 of these fabulous looks. I'm sure you're all going to enjoy. Should we give them a hand? I think they're just as nervous. Thank you. I know right now you're all thinking layers, scarves, boots, dark lipstick and lashings of mascara, but we're always working and thinking ahead. So today will be a summer trends preview of what will be lasting after when the temperatures start to soar. So our first look on Natalie is the head to toe white. And I know this look must have been quite daunting to wear in the past, but it's definitely the color you'll want to be seen in for the coming season. We've put together a look that's easy for all ages, and more than anything, it's got that high gloss wow factor that will rake in the compliments. So if you're looking for a way to instantly buy into this look, grab the must-have bell skirt in luxe leather, or this beautiful shift dress with cut-out shift dress, is that what it's called, Brian? The fashion girl? Or the new stretch knit, which is divided. I've seen a lot of people wearing that today as well. Now, the only thing to pair this crisp minimal look with is bright orange lipstick. So this is the go-to color for the season. Whether it's hot tomato or sheer apricot, tangerine, neon, whatever your fancy, orange is the color to wear for the coming season. It's really fresh and it looks fantastic contrasting against light skins, dark skin, even olive tones. I know we've seen this look before previously, and a lot of fuchsia looks as well, but I think we'll continue to see it for the coming season, and I think it will go through to next year as well. And it adds a beautiful fluorescent pop of color to this fantastic white outfit. And then, speaking of orange, I can't wait for the burst of citrus notes we'll be seeing in fragrance come summer. So what you're smelling at the back and all around is the Body Shop Mandarin and Tangerine, just to get you in the mood for summer, give you a bit of a citrus smell for the day. This look wouldn't be complete without the messy plait. So Natty, do you want to do a little spin for us so everyone can see your hair at the back? It's such a classic, beautiful look and so easy to achieve. And I think they'll keep coming back. Plaits are one of those things that just keep coming back every season. So whether you prefer yours glossy or matte, always keep it messy. The idea is to look undone but well done. Sorry. Tangerine lips, messy braids. And then our second look we have over here is the floral print. So if there's one thing you buy this season, make sure it's floral printed. Fashion's ongoing love affair with florals we'll be seeing a lot of it in summer 2014. Either in beautiful sherbet shades of spearmint, soft blush, and a splash of cool blue, or color washed to perfection, or bright and bold electric orange, cobalt blue, and fuchsia pink. Personally, I'm lusting after something pastel, either the It Bomber or a beautiful dress or a fantastic pair of sunnies. Then to pair this look, we've added a pastel wash of color. So orchids, lilac, and lavender shades will be invading your makeup bags come the next season. And the easiest way to tackle this trend is to create a wash of color over your lids, but if you prefer it on your lips or your nails, that's fantastic too. We've also seen soft peach, garden-ready lavenders, baby blues, turquoise greens, and beautiful yellow shades. My favorite take on this trend, as I said, is to create a wash over your eyelid, just to softly diffuse the color, and it's a really elegant way to wear it in the office as well. But do look at our pages. I know that this look could be quite young, but look at our pages to see how we interpret the pastel wash of color. And then to finish off the look, we've done the deep side parting, which I've seen some of you have today as well, very on trend. Whether you prefer yours to the left or to the right, sweeping your hair over to the one side with the deep side parting will have you looking catwalk ready in an instant. Thank you, ladies. Do you want to have a look around and walk up and down? Maybe everyone can have a look at this. Shame, I think they were more nervous than I was today. So. Thank you. Okay. Then the two other looks, sorry, was that music in between? Okay. Okay. And then the two other looks I'd like to share with you, which are the two other big looks for spring-summer 2014. And firstly, that's athletic. So this laid-back feel for sporty threads is something that we've seen coming through a lot, again, for this season. Using lax materials like silk, leather, quilting, and air mesh. Think bright color blocks clashed with soft pastels and go faster stripes in trapeze-shaped tunics, sports-style bombers, and relaxed fit pants. It's alluring athletic wear that calls for heels or sneakers. Then keeping with this pared back look, by far one of the most daring trends we've seen for spring-summer 2014 is the no makeup or the bare-faced beauty. So every season we're treated to a new variation upon natural beauty. But for this year, ironically, the biggest trend is little or no makeup. The aim is to achieve a raw, natural look by using makeup to conceal flaws and define features rather than to completely transform your look. And yes, this means little or no mascara, so we'll see who's brave enough to do that. As we don't all have flawless complexions, this look is about well-conditioned skin, clever concealing, lip conditioning, groomed brows, keeping it fresh, modern, and real. To complete the look and to keep with the sporty feel, the super sleek, low-slung ponytail. It always needs to be falling from the area below the nape of the neck, but it's low-maintenance hairstyle that looks really chic, polished, and glamorous. Try coiling it into a loop and threading it through a headband and letting it lie down your back. This turns a typically sporty hairstyle into both feminine and glamorous. As a final look you'll be seeing on the runway, and I do love this because I think it's really, really stunning, and prints are something we've been seeing for a few seasons. Global influence. So fashion hits the global trail, adopting exotic embellishments and plundering ideas from the four corners of the earth. Think global influence and wrap up in eye-popping tribal prints, adventurous textures like fringing and embroidery, inspired by the Americas, Europe, Asia, and Africa. Do look out for the chevron stripe, which also adds a really fun detail to any outfit. Then perfectly suited to this look is the graphic eyeliner. Black liner never goes out of style, but the way to wear it now is with attitude. The sultry feline flick has extra drama with heavy and striking lines and angular shapes. On that note, a micro trend that we should be looking out for is white eyeliner on the top and bottom of your eyelids. It's great paired with bold lipstick, such as the fuchsia or the orange that we saw earlier. To finish this look, opt for slept-in texture. So this is rougher than beach waves, but it's still soft and sleepy, and the key is to making this look like you just got out of bed, actually. Then to close off, I thought it would be quite nice to talk about nails. I think they're really fun, and they're something that we've seen growing quite a lot in the beauty industry. The 3 trends I'd like to share with you are punchy neons. Oh, that didn't turn out so well. Punchy neons, preemy pastels, and classic nudes. So Sun's daring shades, the Day Glow Neon, has the tendency to blend with your natural nail. So the latest thing is to paint a white coat on your nail first and allow the color to really pop when you paint it on top. And a fun way to wear the trend is also to expose the white edge around the end of your nail. Creamy pastels. Now, I know this does come off as prim and proper at times, but I think the idea is to pair it with something really edgy that will give you an outfit of feminine edge. Then the classic nudes, which are definitely still my favorite. Nude nail polish is really the nail world's greatest hit, next to sheer ballerina pinks and fire engine reds. Nudes elongate your fingers and look fabulous on nails of any length. So thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed the trends. And just in closing, we know that, like you, our readers are devoted to looking and feeling good, and they're so in tune and passionate about fashion and beauty. With this in mind, we hope that you enjoyed today's presentation and offering, and we look forward to creating great synergies between your brand and our magazine. Thank you.
Thank you, Ashley, and to the ladies for modeling, and to Frith for letting us get a little glimpse into what's going on. So I believe that orange is on trend. But who am I not to be on trend? And I'm wearing no mascara. How brave. Do I look on trend? Thank you. Thank you. I'm just going to wave the fans. Okay, so let's see what's happening on Twitter. Who's saying what? So maybe I'm going to mention you. Lwandi says that her fave trend of the season is orange. Then, according to Jerry, the translucent makeup trend will take a while to catch on this side, considering people just only discovered contouring. Thank you. That's good insight. Anthea just said white liner. Thank you, Anthea. And then, yes, what else do we see? Tumaling says that the athletic look is on trend for spring, so that's what she got out of it. And then we see that Nasika is just loving the bright trends. So thank you, Nasika. I think that's actually a reader. We're getting readers who are also getting involved in this, and so it's quite fun to see what everyone's doing. So if you want to do you know how to do it? Should we come show you? Do you want me to sit next to you and show you how to find hashtag trends high tea? It's okay. So, okay, not all of you have iPhones. We don't judge. Okay, we're going to move on to the next magazine so we can run on swimmingly. Have you had enough to drink yet? Would you like more champagne? Just click your fingers. We'll be there. So, and giving you some bubbly all around. So, Woman and Home, we showed you what to expect. Makes no sense not to be in Woman and Home. As they mentioned, October is the bumper issue, and Rooi Rosa have their bumper issue coming up, which is their trends issue, which is a big section devoted to fashion and beauty. You're not really hearing anything, are you? You're just looking at my lips and thinking how on trend I am. I know, I can see. It's like everyone's like, anyway, ignore. You'll be seeing a lot of this, So, so what we'll be seeing is that in October we have our big bumper issues, and for those of you who are here and the advertisers, this is a great opportunity to be involved in that issue. As you heard, we are shooting it next week in some exotic location. We can do advertorials there. We can do all sorts of things. So make sure that this is your opportunity not to miss out, because it is. People do love knowing what's on trend for summer. Okay, so we're going to hand over to Roy Rissa now. Roy Rissa are going to be chatting about what's to come up and how to dress the Afrikaans reader. This is the biggest read Afrikaans magazine in the country, so they are the authorities on fashion and beauty, and I think that they do it better than any other Afrikaans magazine out there. Marty Pansakro is at the helm of the magazine. I'm going to hand over to her to chat through what we can expect this summer. Thank you, Marty.
Yeah, and by the way, thank you for stealing my thunder by giving everything away about the October issue. No problem. The thing with the magazine like Rerisse is that you are actually not just the editor. You're actually a custodian of a brand. And I've been in this lucky position for quite a number of years. And it is so amazing to work with and for Afrikaans women, because they are really strong women and they know what they want. Rerisse as a magazine has established itself as the magazine on the shelf for Afrikaans women. They're very proud of it. We get a lot of feedback from our readers, and they tell us that they love the magazine. And one of the reasons that they really love the magazine is because it is unique in quite a number of ways. We went the larger luxe size quite a number of years ago, and quite recently, about 2 years ago, we decided to go for a redesign, because if you are a 72-year-old woman, like Rerisse is, you want to be ahead of the pack. You've held your own for a very, very long time. And you've always been the one to set the pace out in the Afrikaans market. So what you need is to keep up, but also to stay ahead. And that's when we decided to go with our lovely, stunning new look. I'm sure that you've all seen what our new covers look like. They stand out, and our readers tell us that. We know what our readers want. Not because we think we can interpret things for them, but because we are in direct contact with them. Apart from the usual ways in which we discuss things with our readers, and apart from online, we've also created what we call a readers forum. And every month we get feedback from our readers on that readers forum. They tell us exactly what they thought about the magazine, what they thought of articles, how they liked the cover, what they liked best, and what they like least. And that is what we base our contents on. And that is why it is actually great fun, because we get lots of compliments every month, and we also get told exactly what they don't want. And that is a wonderful position to be in, because it actually sets the tone for the magazine. So our readers, who are they? Sorry. Our readers are Afrikaans women, but an Afrikaans woman does not exist on her own. She is a part of a family. So we have her daughter reading the magazine, and probably her mother. So it's not so easy to say we are for the 35 forever woman who's Afrikaans. But actual fact, that's what we are for. We write for that woman. But we also have to make sure that we address her daughter, her sister, and her mother, which is not an easy task. But our feedback from our readers is that they really love the way that we address them, the tone of voice that we use with them, and the way that we tell them what's new and what's hot. Because Afrikaans women are fashionable. They really dress the part. They never go out without looking their best. I've been told, well, quite a while ago, and it's quite funny, but I think I believe it, that Bloemfontein sells the most hair product in the whole country. And I think it might be right, because a lot of women in Bloemfontein want to look their best. The students are there, schoolgirls are there, their mothers, their aunts, their grandmothers, and they want to look their best. So yes, what we also found is, and we've been doing this for quite a number of years now, is that our May and October issues are hits on the shelf. I'll share with you later direct thoughts from our readers on them. But the way that they look at Rooirissa is like a trusted friend. That's where they hear what they want to hear about what's in the season. We interpret it for her. We don't just put it across. We also tell her, if you're not bold enough to wear the orange on your lips, there's maybe another way to do it. This is the handbag that you can't be seen without. The shoes that you don't want to wear are those. The others, yeah. And you know, they come to us for their special occasions. My beauty editor will be able to tell you how many calls she gets a week about people with issues. They ask very specific questions. They want to know how. They want to know what. They want the latest product, and they want to know what's good about them. They look at their skins. It's the only one they have. And they hear from us what good treatments would be. They look to us for what to wear and how to wear it. And that is what our readers do. They believe that we know the trends. They actually trust us. This is just a little bit of a behind the scenes. Suzanne, my beauty editor, is here from Cape Town. She's traveled all the way here today. And she's here to share with you what we have conjured up and what we are going to do in our upcoming October issue. The issue that you really cannot afford not to be in. If you want to talk to the Afrikaans market about your product, Rooirissa is the place to be. Thank you for being here.
Hi everyone, it's lovely to be in Joburg. It's nice and sunny. Yes, so for our trends issue, one of our biggest colors is cobalt, and it's one of those colors that's just as wearable as navy, but it's a lot more vibrant. It really suits everyone, whether you're blonde or brunette, pale or darker skin. It looks amazing. It's one of my favorite colors, especially if I haven't slept much. I feel it just instantly perks me up. You can choose interesting textures like crochet or sheer layers of cobalt, and you can wear it head to toe, or you can mix it with white braids or black. In terms of beauty, I just love the graphic eyeliner that's on trend this season, and I really like this cobalt blue liner that Marc Jacobs did at his show. It's a very fine line from the inner to the outer corner, both on top and below, and then the ends meet. It is very subtle, but if it's still a bit too bold for you, you can also wear it just on top, and that's the kind of tips our readers like. And then the low ponytail, you've also heard it from Women and Home. They like the slick one. We like the slightly more messy one because it's easy to do. You can just use a bit of dry shampoo and there you go. I also think it's more flattering for women to have a bit of volume and to have pieces along their face. And then, of course, nails. It's the easiest way to wear it on your nails. You can either just go for the full color or go for nail art. And then pastels. Pastels were inspired by the 1960s. The summer coat in pastel is also one of the must-have items for summer. And then there's also an ethereal touch with shimmering fabrics. Almost think Little Mermaid, the tail of Little Mermaid, those kind of colors. Pastel pink definitely has the biggest presence, but that by no means mean that you can only wear pink. You should choose the pastel that suits you best, and also the silhouette that suits you best. You don't need to do 60s. You can wear a pastel bomber jacket with a shift dress and some trainers, or you can really go for glam and preppy. What we would advise you to do is keep the silhouette slick. Stay away from lace and bows, just keep it really slick. And then if you do decide to go for 60s, add some silver jewelries and a few retro touches like the sunglasses. And then beauty. Pink is definitely, it's to me, it's the easiest color to wear in terms of makeup. So just a subtle wash of pink on your lids with a very natural face. Same with the lips. If you choose it for the lips, keep the rest of your face very natural and clean. And then hair chalk is one of those trends that I thought wouldn't still be around, but it is. And everyone is doing it. You can even have in-salon treatments now, which dark hair girls love, because before you could only really see it on blondes. And then to go with the old 60s trends, the twiggy lashes, what I love about this is the face is still extremely natural with the focus just on the top and bottom lashes. You can't see it now, but what I especially like is the fact that the freckles are shining through. And I recently read that Topshop in the UK actually launched a freckle pen. So if you don't have freckles, you can draw it on. I wish I could tell that to my teenage self. I hated my freckles, but yay. And then our next trend is floral. We've got 4 categories. True romance is all about pretty pastels. And then 3D detail is about a plague and embroidery, and artist impression is all about those science book sketches that you see. You'll see that there on the sweater. And then Midnight Garden, that carried over from winter. So that's your moodier, darker trend for those of us who don't like the girly girl look. This is for you. And if you were fashion forward and already bought a top in winter, you can now wear it with a skirt or summer shorts. In terms of beauty, floral hair accessories, I mean, that is basically the oldest accessory in the book, but stylists really gave new life to this trend by pinning it into a messy updo. What I love about that look is that she's not wearing typically pretty makeup, otherwise it might have looked a bit bridesmaidy. So I really like the black liner tint with that. And then of course fragrance, we will be showcasing all the latest fresh floral fragrances because we always need a new fragrance for summer. And then art. To us, this is the most exciting trend because it's new. I mean, we've seen all the other trends. This to us is new. I think it's probably because we love living in the world design capital at the moment in Cape Town. And Sister and I were so inspired, we actually painted huge backdrops for our shoots, and we became quite the artists ourselves. So art meets fashion, and it really becomes an expression of who you are. We see brush strokes and bold patterns, even graffiti, transforming everyday fashion items into true pieces of art. You'll see Michelle is wearing a lovely top, and then even the handbag has that art effect, and she's steaming it with bright shoes, but bold. Not bold, sorry, bright shoes, but plain, no patterns on the shoe. And you'll also see the pointy toe. That's also the shape for the season. Pointy toes. We still see round toes, but pointy is definitely the new shape. So for beauty, we're teaming it with a red lip because the art trend is mostly in primary colors. The red lip really looks great with this. And then something else we'll be focusing on is nail art. Nail art is a lot of fun, and you can go really wild, but you can also be very classy with it. I think a lot of people, it still scares a lot of people, so I think the classy way is easier to start with. Thank you, Michelle. And our next trend is the global traveler trend. So there's a lot of influence from North Africa and Bohemian fashion, but Maria Callas as Medea was also a huge inspiration with beautiful embroidery and fringing everywhere. So fringing, feathers, rich textures, clashing patterns and colors, layered and then worn with bold ethnic jewelry is the way to wear this trend. But the look is very carefree and relaxed, and what I really love about it is it shows how functional and practical clothing can also be very stylish. Elmarie, you can come up. So Elmarie is wearing a bold printed pants with a printed top again, and then you'll see the beautiful jewelry that's part of the trend. And then the shoes to team this with are peep-toe booties, or woven flats, or embroidered sandals. And then for beauty, Elma has a very small little braid, if you can see, but that's the way we're showing it on her. It's one of my favorite looks because it's so easy. I'm all about easy. It's really easy to do. I can do it on my hair. Someone with long hair can do it. But I also like the milkmaid braids. It's beautiful and regal, and any kind of braid for summer. And then we've already heard about the no makeup trend, that raw beauty. It's almost more of a skincare trend than a makeup trend. Prepping your skin, if you look at all the products they use backstage, and some of the shows they use more skincare products than makeup. So it's all about letting your natural beauty shine through. And if you're one of those women who spend half an hour on your makeup and you quickly slap on cream for 2 minutes, I would tell you, take 5 minutes away from your makeup routine and put it with your skincare regime, because that's the canvas of any makeup look. So it's very important, therefore, to choose, if you choose a foundation, to choose the one that really fits your skin perfectly, whether it's a tinted moisturizer, a BB or a CC cream. Spend time on finding the right match for you. On the lids and lips, it's also very, very natural. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but there's a slight wash of gold on Elmarie's lips, just to liven up the look a bit. The trend is no mascara, but really, who can wear no mascara? Not me. So Elmarie's wearing mascara because we're practical and we tell our readers what would look best for them. And that's it from us. Thank you very much.
Okay, there's one thing about wearing trendy orange lipstick is that it's, and just a word of advice as a non-fashion editor, is it's hell to get off. So I just used some soap in the men's bathroom, and I feel like my entire face is cracking right now. So don't use that soap on your face. But I believe there are lots of you in here who could give me some samples of moisturizer or something. So feel free. I'm a good case to work on that with. Are you all okay to go into the next one, and then we fit a wrap up over there? You've got enough stamina to see one more trends look and to go get through it? We're going to get on to BONA now. All of you getting some wine. Just to let you know that we are trending in South Africa, which if that means something to you, that's quite a delight for us, because we're very chuffed that, you know, we did want a bit of PR around it. So, and that's our PR team and our digital editors, thanks to them. So we just wanted to say that, yeah, if you want to continue to just speaking about anything, the hashtag, just a reminder, is TrendsHT. I'm not sure if you're getting them all up here. I think we're getting a few of them as we go along. But yeah, lots of people talking about my orange lipstick, so thank you very much for that. I feel like I'm losing you. Are you all with me? Are you all with me? Okay, because there's wine and everyone's so distracted now. Okay, everyone got a glass of wine? I don't want to distract from BONA because they'll be our next magazine up. We saved the biggest for last, not necessarily the best. I can't say that because we've got fabulous magazines in our stable. And these are the 3 magazines that you have to be in. And of course, combined with all of the other fabulous magazines in our stable, there is no other choice. And I don't know why anyone else would think that there would be. You're reaching the biggest audience that you can in South Africa. So we're very chuffed to have them all 3 here. Everyone got a glass of wine? Few there sucking on, downing that as fast as anything. I can see that, yes. Fellow drunks, hi. Hello. Hi, welcome. Okay, I'm going to introduce BONA magazine now. As I've said, BONA magazine is the most read magazine in the country with over 3 million readers. We're very proud of BONA magazine. It just keeps going from strength to strength. And if you have seen the magazine lately and hadn't picked it up for a couple of years, you will see that it is beautiful. It is really looking gorgeous. It's a magazine that is just really kind of growing from strength to strength, and we're really chuffed that the readers keep buying it as we journey along with it, and it keeps growing in its readership and in its circulation, and getting support from advertisers, which we are very, very grateful for. But it is a market that obviously is one to reach, and we do it well. We translate it into 3 languages, Sotho, Xhosa, and Zulu, and it is in English as well. And there is power as advertisers to speak to people in their language, and in South Africa we often forget that. So I think there's immense power in being a part of BONA magazine. But I'm not going to steal anyone's thunder again, so I'm going to hand over to Linda Marley, who is the new editor of BONA. She's been on board for 4 months and doing a sterling job. I don't know if management have told you that, but I've heard in the back offices that they quite like you. So just so you know, I did say to Linda before as she arrived, and I asked her when she was going to go and have her hair and makeup done, and apparently it was done. So she might be feeling a bit awkward right now. But so please be very nice to her and give a big welcome to Linda.
Summertime and the living is easy. Fish are jumping and the cotton is high. Your daddy's rich and your mama's good looking. So hush, little baby, don't you cry. That was me stealing my thunder back from Clive. Thanks so much, Clive. I moonlight as a singer after dark. Okay. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the BONA Experience. In the 1960s, BONA was a magazine in which black families could lose themselves, covering a variety of topics that were relevant to life at the time. In vernacular, the word BONA means to see or to visualize. And this is the mantra that we've carried through the pages of the magazine to this day, and is the code by which we strive to fulfill our readers' needs and their aspirations. So fast forward 50 years, give or take, and the magazine is still fulfilling that need, and with the new mandate of providing content for an increasingly younger audience, intent on being the very best in every facet of their lives. BONA readers are family-oriented and true to their roots, and they are very enthusiastic about improving the quality of their life. With the ringing call that we have in the magazine, which is be who you want to be, BONA has always encouraged readers to go for what they want, guiding them to victory, there for them every step of the way. Welcome to the BONA evolution. Our readers, just to give you some context, we span across a very large age segment, and this is, of course, in part due to our nearly 60-year heritage now. And in the past, BONA was a very much more of a unisex magazine. However, as the times have gone by, most of our readers are now women, and the magazine has been gradually repositioned to speak more directly to them. Of course, as times have changed, women have become the sole breadwinners and the decision makers in their household, so the magazine has attended to their need by speaking directly to them. As Clive has mentioned, we're also award-winning in the multilingual side of things. We won an award in 2011 for our multilingual publications, and we are the only one of its kind in the country. We're very proud of this fact because, yeah, Clive did mention that it's always very nice to be, and it's powerful to be able to speak to readers in their own language, and that's something that we are very happy about, very proud of, and our vernacular publications are just as high in quality as the English version. Our readers also love to see themselves in the magazine. Something else that we're very proud of is the fact that the bulk of our fashion and beauty editorial use real women and not models when showing readers how to achieve certain looks. I find that this is very reassuring for readers, and it fosters an immeasurable brand loyalty because readers can identify with and see themselves represented in the magazine. And I think that as a result, we often get a lot of readers submitting photographs of themselves, and that's often how our beauty and fashion editors actually find girls to feature in the pages. So I'm very happy about that. The BONA woman is quite celebrity-centric when it comes to beauty and fashion trends. Regarding beauty, she most often wants to know how to interpret and achieve trends. One of the most common questions we always get asked is, how do I master the smoky eye if I'm darker in complexion without looking like I've been beaten up? I don't want to look like I have a blue eye, so how can I do it if I'm darker? Another big one is, how can I find the right foundation for my complexion? A quick online survey of our readers find that the BONA woman's most important item in her makeup bag is, any guesses? Lip gloss. Yes, our girls love lip gloss, okay? Even just Vaseline is good for them. They just want to be able to have that thing that just makes their faces pop. And now obviously our lips tend to be fuller, so just gloss is all we really need. On the fashion front, she's interested in what's trendy right now, but she's also very concerned with gathering classic items that will endure in order to make her wardrobe go further. So these are just some of the fashion pages we'll be seeing coming through the pages, coming through the next coming issues. We've recently relaunched our online offering. The idea behind this is we really want to make BONA the central hub online for which girls and women can find celebrity news, fashion and beauty trends, information, and it's really a place where we want to be able to interact with them more. So as of the end of this month, we'll be having quite a rigorous launch and campaign around it, and we're very excited about the offering that we've got for the readers online. I would now like to call our fashion editor, Ayanda Ngobo, who will be taking us through 2 looks that we put together using a classic item, and this really just demonstrates the way in which the Wonder Woman interprets trends for formal and for casual wear. Welcome, Ayanda.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for joining us here today. BONA magazine aims to keep the reader informed and educated on all things trendy when it comes to both fashion and beauty. We pride ourselves in being able to speak to the real woman by showing her how to incorporate international trends into her everyday wardrobe in a stylish and, more importantly, affordable manner. As Linda has mentioned, that we have quite a few fashion features in our magazine, and it's all just about keeping our reader up to date with what's going on and just keeping them informed in all the different trends that are currently out. So one of the features that we do have in our magazine is called Build Your Wardrobe. And every month we take one item of clothing and show our readers how to work it in 2 completely different ways. The main focus of this feature is to give our readers insights on how to invest in timeless pieces that are also on trend and that she can get the most wear out of. For today's presentation, we decided to take a pair of high-waisted pants. These pants are not only comfortable and flattering, they are also affordable and can easily be adapted to suit both a formal and casual event, which ticks all the essential boxes when it comes to the Wonder Woman's fashion must-haves. For our first look, we've decided to show how the Wonder Woman would adapt the pop art trend into her wardrobe. We've paired the pair of pants with a pop art inspired top, a fitted blazer, and finished off the outfit with a pair of heels. The pop art trend is all about incorporating fashion and art-inspired pieces to come and bring about colorful and very vibrant outfits. Most of the inspiration comes from famous artists such as Picasso and Andy Warhol, just to name a few, who are known for quite their abstract and out-of-the-box illustrations. We believe that this is definitely a trend to watch for the upcoming season, and it'll definitely be a great way to welcome in the warm summer weather. This outfit is a perfect combination of trendy and classic items and is great for the office. In keeping in line with our makeup trends, we have decided to go with a little bit of a pop of a lip, but nothing too out there. Just a little bit of color in terms of a pink lip, and also just to give her a bit of a cat's eye, just to finish off the look and give her quite a sophisticated and rounded off look. For our second look, we have decided to take the same high-waisted pants and shown how they can be styled to suit a more casual event. We've decided to showcase elements of the Navajo trend by popping on a loose-fitted printed kimono, replacing the heels with a pair of sandals, and then finishing off the look with a bag that has tassel detail. The trend itself, thank you, yay! Doing great, ladies. The trend itself inherently takes inspiration from the Native American culture, and it's all made up of explosive prints, flowing clothing, and detailed accessories. So this is more like a hippie and a casual kind of look. It's all about just expressing your individual self and your individual style without feeling like you have to go too hard to get the look right. What we love about this trend is that it speaks to the Wonder Woman in the fact that it can be adapted to both the winter and summer seasons, which we have seen. It's a trend that came out in winter, but it will carry on into summer, and just in easy ways you can adapt it to suit both those seasons, which is what speaks to the Wonder Woman, because we want to make sure that when we take on a trend, it's something that we can carry on through for a longer season, as opposed to just a 3 months or 6 months sort of time. With our Navajo trend, we've decided to go with the pixie cut, which is a great way to freshen up your look and try something different. It's edgy and chic, and it's also sure to be a hit when the summer season comes around. It's also a great way for us as ethnic women to just give our hair a bit of a break, to change up from the weaves and the braids. It's very cute, it's very edgy, it's very chic, and you can carry it in a formal and casual way without even doing a lot to it because it comes styled already. So it's a nice way to get a big head and just not look like you're trying too hard. Our fashion and beauty pages are filled with a lot of useful information in terms of tips and advice, which equip our reader with everything she needs to know to ensure that she stays up to date with trends, learns how to adapt them to suit her individual style, and leaving her feeling comfortable and confident enough to reach her full potential. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.